Well, hey everybody. Today what we're going to do in the wood shop is make a miter crosscut sled. So we have a project coming up where we're going to have to cut some large panels, and we'll use a table saw for that. And so you can use your miter gauge, but it's not ideal. It's very short, so you don't have a lot of guidance as you go on a wider piece that we're going to end up with. So the solution is to make yourself a crosscut sled. So the first step was I had some poplar cut off from an old project, and I got it to fit in the fits very nicely into the miter groove. And so then what we have to do next is attach the body of the sled to the miter, and I'm going to just go over the blade a little bit and just put a few 3/4 inch brads in here just to hold it. Then we'll flip it over and we'll put screws in from the bottom. So we didn't worry a lot about squaring this edge off the blade. We will run it into the blade and that will give us our mark. But for now it was just a matter of attaching it temporarily to the runner, and then we'll flip it over, fix it on there with some screws, and then we'll make our cut on the cutting side. I just gave you a great explanation, but I never hit record. See if I can do it again. It wasn't great, just kidding, it was okay. So what we have now, I'll raise the blade up beyond this plywood, push it through, that will make my cut. And then once I do that, I'll tack this corner of the push board in place. This is what you'll actually put your workpiece up against to make your cross cut. We'll tack it in this corner, take our carpenter square, put it against the fresh edge that we'll have. We'll square this to that. We'll tack it again with the 3/4 inch brad. Once it's square, of course, we'll tack it on this end. Then we will take the whole piece off the table again, flip it upside down, countersink holes for these screws up from the bottom. Again, the biggest thing is that this is square 90 degrees. So off camera, I'm going to go ahead and make that edge cut and then tack it, and we'll see what we get. Okay, so all that's left to do now is to make a test cut. So we will raise the blade up high enough to account for the plywood thickness and the workpiece thickness, and push it fast up against the fence and see what we get. Well, that worked out. So this piece that I cut wasn't really as a great example as just the biggest one that I had. But anyway, that was building a cross-cut sled. We used a lot of scrap and leftover materials, and went up with a piece that would cut square. So as you get more confident in the workshop, or even this is a great confidence builder project. So thanks for watching. I had fun making the video, and I hope that you find it useful.